my songs. If anybody wants a CD, we have a couple of USB thumb drives with the album on it left. If anybody wants one, you can just grab one and like stuff the money in the box. If you have a credit card and you want a CD, you'll have to see me at the end, and I would love to see you and talk with you. So we know that music makes our bodies respond, and like our heart rates pick up and slow down based on the music. Our respiratory rate also does the same thing. Will pick up and slow down based on the speed of the music. Our brains release endorphins when we listen to music that we identify with, that we love. That's why it's so important for me at the hospital to ask patients when I can, what type of music do you listen to? And then I screen like I know songs from different genres and different eras, and I screen the lyrics and the things like that. And I try to choose music that's uplifting, feel-good music. But we also, the tension in our muscles will start to release, and the stress hormone, cortisol, will decrease when we listen to music. So being here at this concert will physically and mentally make you feel better. And going to see live music, there have been studies with people going to concerts with their heart rates, and everybody's respiratory rate and heart rate starts to match. So it's like this one big body with the music, which is pretty wild. But that's why music, we are ingrained to hear sounds and adjust to them. So sometimes people will say things to me like, I'm just so anxious, I just can't relax. But their TV's on the news, and there's their phone's dinging every 5 minutes with messages, and there's music playing, and it's just that all that chaotic noise actually makes our bodies physically feel like we get into the fight or flight stress response. So I just like to bring that up, because sometimes people have like social anxiety going out to places, and they don't realize that some restaurants have 2 songs playing at the same time, one in the front, one in the back, and it's creating this dissonance. And our bodies and our brains are designed to recognize sounds and adjust accordingly if there's a threat, right? So like the drums of war have been used since the dawn of time. And a real simple example is if you see a movie image of a beach, a beautiful beach, and you have some like reggae music playing in the background, that gives you one vibe. But if you hear dun-dum, dun-dum, or some eerie music, it's a totally different vibe. But there's no difference in the imagery. It's just the sound is so important. So I'm going to play an example of a song that I wrote from a nightmare. And it should, the lyrics are uplifting, but the vibe of the song will probably make you feel a little more alert, so to speak. This one's called Gotta Go. This is also on the album, Heavy is the Heart. Gotta go to the place where no one goes. Gotta go to the place where no one goes. No one goes through the bright, clear your mind. No one goes through the bright, clear your mind. Gotta go to the place where no one goes. Gotta go to the place where no one goes. No one goes through the dark. Next, we're going to do a song that I think is uplifting, but feel good. The type of song that I might choose for the hospital. This one's called Hold Back the River by James Bay. Trying to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Try to square not being there, but think that I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. Stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. Now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. Stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. Stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Oh, oh, lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. Stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. Stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, oh. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Thank you.
Was that one
I was
then
like,
that
what is
one?
that? The next song we're going to do is one of my songs again. This one's called Sometimes It Hurts. And this one was written kind of in a sad place, but it's one of my favorite songs. The hardest thing about singing at the hospital for me is that I fall in love with people. And people pass. And a lot of times music is asked to be at the bedside while people are passing, to kind of create an ambiance and to help the family. And those are always the hardest ones for me, because I can't help but feel attached to the family and to the patient, especially if there's somebody that I know. And there was this one little girl that I fell in love with, and I came into work, and just kind of nonchalantly I went to the room, and the social worker was at the door and said, "Oh, no, she passed." And I was like, and she wasn't somebody that I thought was going to pass. She wasn't somebody that we knew. Not that makes it much easier, but it does make it a little easier when you can kind of get your head around it and you know that somebody's actively passing. But this was a surprise, and I came home from that just crushed. And my husband, Tony, and I write a lot of the music for Blackbird Morning, and our other band that we're in. And I came home, and he said, I have this chord progression that came to me today, and do you have any ideas of like what you would sing over it? And I just sat and thought about, I wasn't a mom yet. I'm a mom now, but I had my nephew, Anthony, Amy's firstborn, that I could get a sense of what that would be like, you know, when you love a kid, when you love somebody so much that you think about, like, oh my God, what would my life be like without them? So I sat down and wrote this song based on that feeling, and it came out of me like in 5 minutes. So we just kept it true to that. And this one's called Sometimes It Hurts. There's a heaviness on my chest. I'm taken back by the sweet